And welcome to viewers on Eurosport International who've just joined us. And the leaders at the moment are Vera Bazarova and Yuri Larionov for Russia. But here the couple who were very disappointed with what happened in the short program yesterday. And right now, out to show the judges how wrong they were. Runners-up for the last 2 years. There's their coach, Bin Yao. Zhang Dan, Zhang Hao. Give you a full rundown, the viewers from Eurosport International, on what's happened very shortly, but got to focus very closely on these two.
Massive combination to start. Double axel, triple toe loop.
And a triple salcho. And again, that time much more in sync.
I'll tell you what, really difficult entry into that.
Split triple twist.
Caught her perfectly.
A little ungainly out of that, but synchronization good during it. Now the next element should be the throw salcho, but you'll be relieved to know it's not a throw quad salcho, which they tried in this very rink 4 years ago. Well, those of you who know skating will know what a horrible result it was. Throw triple loop, and beautifully done. And there was the throw triple salcho. No alarms this time. Well, they showed us their surprise yesterday, but not their anger. They must have been seething to be marked as they were. But they're still in touch, remember. They really do have a good chance of making it onto the podium. They're only a third of a mark behind the third-place Germans. And that performance will have done them no harm at all. Good character from those two.
Absolutely. All they could do was really focus on the job in hand, and you can't control what the judges are going to do. All you can do is go out there and skate your best and let the judges do whatever they're going to do, and that's what they've done. Fantastic to see. What an opener with that double axel triple toe loop combination. Difficult combination at the best of times, let alone when you've got to try and do it in unison. Fantastic. And then to come round and do the triple salcho with the entry that they had, the transition into that, very, very difficult indeed. So technically a demanding program, and they nailed it.
And Bin Yao, who very rarely shows emotion either way, very quick to greet them. Here it is, that combination.
The timing a little bit off on the double axels. And I tell you what, all credit to Zhang Hao, because he looks across, he knows he's early, he can't change the timing for the triple toe, but still able to focus on his job in hand. Lifts really, really good. The spins through there in unison most of the time. Program a little untidy in places, but on the whole, very, very good indeed. No major mistakes, that's the key thing, and all they've done now is put pressure on the skaters that are to follow. Is that throw triple loop, back outside edge. Beautiful position in the air and absolutely rock solid on that landing. That's praise indeed, I can tell you.
You have to work awfully hard to get that.
You do, yeah. What was that, 4 claps? Don't think I've seen him do that for a while. Well done, super.
And what a difference 4 years can make. She was in tears. Remember how she sprained her ligaments, carried on, and won the silver medal here. One of the bravest things we've ever seen in skating, or in any sport. And for that alone, they deserve to get another medal here. And that may help them. That's a very big score. In fact, that's their career best. So they've given themselves every chance. And the Germans better be on their mettle if they're to survive this onslaught.
È il momento della coppia rappresentante il Canada.
Next pair stage, representing Canada, Jessica Dubé.
Now the couple lying in 8th place. As I said earlier, no chance of a medal for these two, but they want to feel good about themselves going into next year. 6th in the Olympics, which was a result really. Canadian national champions for the last 2 years. Bronze medalists at the World Championships 2 years ago. But not much has gone right for them since then. Jessica Dubé and Bryce Davison. The music, The Way We Were. Triple twist. Two double axles perfectly in sync. Pang-Tong on the Szolkowys. She only doubled. Triple lutz. Beautiful throw, triple loop. Such an enjoyable program to watch. Love the music, of course. Marvin Hamlish, the composer. And didn't they represent it well out on the ice? It's not going to get them on the podium, but they've got their self-respect back, and they've given us a lot of joy in that 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, that was breathtaking. Well done, guys, to come back from the disappointment of the short program and skate like that. You skated your hearts out. And great that the crowd have really got behind them here. God, I thought that was wonderful. One of the best skates I've seen from these two, I think. I know there were mistakes, but yeah, it was just great.
And to come back from yesterday, and then, you know, the Szolko, they should be very happy. Annie Barrett. What a crowd there is, isn't there? Not just the amount, there's about 9,000 in, but they're making so much noise and so supportive of the skaters.
Yeah, really enjoying it and getting into the occasion, which is absolutely super. So just that one mistake on the triple Szolko from Jessica, and then a little bit of a stumble on the combination spin at the end there from Bryce. But apart from that, it was just super. There's a Szolko. You can see she didn't go through with that. And it's always difficult for the other partner when the timing goes wrong on the other one. Ooh. Beg your pardon?
She's learning your vocabulary.
Ah, dear me, golly gosh. Super on the throws, though. Didn't she nail those landings? And all the way through it, they just kept the emotion and the drama of the song.
Great the way he's focusing on her.
Is that throw triple loop? The transition into it, the bit just before we didn't see, was super as well, because it integrated with the previous movement and interpreted the music all the way. There's that trip at the end of the pair spin, the combination spin, but he did well to get into that. He could have lost momentum completely there. So a good recovery from Bryce.
Zhang Dan and Zhang Hao lead the free. 126 they score, 0.58. How close to that can they get? Should be the second best so far. And it is. Some way behind, but that's terrific for them. And they're going to move up. It's going to be close. But are they going to get second place? Yes, they are. Second place with 5 to go.
Tell you what, it's an opinionated crowd, isn't it?
It is.
Hope they can't hear us.
You wouldn't know. No, not that we're short of opinions.
Adesso chiudiamo il terzo gruppo con la doppia rappresentante degli Stati Uniti.
So, last to go in this group. We're quite brilliant Americans, American national champions. Super short program which puts them in 6th place going into the free. 16-year-old Caydee Denney, 25-year-old Jeremy Barrett, Rimsky-Korsakov's Scheherazade. Expect this is a program packed with difficulty. Split triple twist to start. Oh dear, he fell. I think she doubled.
Yeah, she did. They got the timing completely wrong, both of them on that.
Meant to be triple toes. Oh, she was out of axis, but landed the throw triple lutz. Better, back on track with the double axels. That again. Great timing. throw triple loop. Roars of approval. Isn't it funny? They just immediately focus on the mistake. But luckily they made it on the same element. Strange, Chris, for me, I mean, a totally different type of routine to Dubé and Davison, but in many ways a very similar execution. One big mistake, but the rest of it was marvellous.
It was. When you look back over the two programs they've done, one mistake out of two programs is not too bad, is it? I tell you what I felt was it was a bit like a bull in a china shop. It was a bit frenetic and all the same pace, and I was looking for a break at some point and a bit of finesse. But I admire them. I tell you, goodness me, that was a physically demanding program because they were skating at one heck of a lick from start to finish. There was no breathing points in that at all, really. And here's where it all went wrong. All really tight going into those toe loops. And it almost looked as though he stopped his rotation to see whether she made it.
It did.
And they do have a second sense, these skaters, you know. They know what the other one's doing.
Yeah, it's interesting because I was listening to Savchenko and Szolkowy, and when he did the double, she said she knew that he'd done a double.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe that because he wasn't in her eye line at all.
No, but
yet he knew.
It's because of the timing, because the rhythm of the jump is not the same. It's like when you call the jumps, you can't actually count 1, 2, 3, can you? But you know it's a triple. Yeah, it's a feeling. It's a bit like our commentary.
It's a feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, not always good.
Get off my lap.
I won't go there.
No, don't.
Okay.
Not tonight.
Oh, 111. Not good. I thought it was better than that, I have to say. It's been marked behind the Russians, but it's third spot. That's okay. But they've what's happened is that the Canadians have leapfrogged two. They've leapfrogged Bazarova and Larionov and these two. And there's confirmation. So the worst they'll be, the Canadians, is 6th. I think that's fine. I'm quite happy with the placement overall there. Are you?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, because the second mark for the Canadians had to be really, really good. The transitions, the skating skills, the choreography, presentation was to die for, wasn't it?
It was. So, it's all set up then for the final four. So here they go then, sent out by Tamara Mosvina, who's sent out so many world champions in her career. She's pushed and pushed for these two, and they have gone up from 4th in Gothenburg. They were 3rd last year. They are 2nd at the moment. Surely a medal, but what colour will it be for Yuko Kavaguti and Alexander Smirnov? Just pipped out of the medals in Vancouver. They do not want the same to happen here. Music from Tchaikovsky and Johann Strauss. And they do have a quad planned. First up, a throw quad salto. Oh no! Did they get the rotation?
I think she did. It looked as though her foot was fully round, but perhaps the top half of the body wasn't quite. Brave effort.
They were going for gold, no doubt about it. Triple toe loops back on track there.
I'll tell you what, that takes some guts after a fall like that.
Triple twist. Lovely timing. Fantastic balance. Yeah, 2 double axels. Again, the synchronization stays strong. Now that is painful in many ways. Down on the throw triple loop. The chance of gold is completely gone now, and they're under pressure to stay on the podium. Well, they're selling it as they're trained to do, but they know that that was calamitous. How much it will cost them will remain to be seen, but surely we're going to see better programs than that. So much to recommend it. Some lovely innovative moves. He is unbelievably strong. She is unbelievably graceful. but it was deeply flawed.
Yeah, that was a shame, because the first element, if it was rotated, wasn't too big of a problem, because the tariff of the jump was so high. Even though you're going to get a -3 and lose a point, you're still going to get around 4 points for it, 3 or 4 points, so it's not the end of the world. Having said that, the throw triple loop they needed after that, because it was an uphill struggle. And perhaps they put too much pressure on themselves, I don't know. But they'll be bitterly disappointed. And he was absolutely running on empty, wasn't he, at the end of the program? You can see everything had tightened up, and he was really struggling for energy. There it is. Well, she made the rotation, and indeed the top half not quite round. There's the toe loops at the beginning. No problems with that. Beautiful speed both in and out.
The solo jumps were fine. It was the throw jumps.
Good on the twist there too. Lifts good, spins uncanny, the timing through that. Even as it slowed down, they both slowed down together. A lot of good things in the program. And all they can do now is sit and hope for mistakes of other skaters. Because her weight was a bit far forwards, wasn't it?
But the gold has gone, Chris.
Oh yeah, I would have thought so. Unless...
they all have nightmares.
Yeah, you can't imagine that's going to happen. And of course all the furore with the Russian Federation. You know, the Russians not doing well at Vancouver. There's a lot of pressure on the skaters.
So the Zhangs lead at the moment in the free with 126.58. It shouldn't be anywhere near that. I don't believe it. It's gone beyond comprehension now. I hear what you're saying, but Chris, it's just mystifying.
We've got a really good second set of marks there. The transitions, composition, really, really good.
Lucky. Now the couple in 4th place who said afterwards that Kavaguti and Smirnov were being pushed, and that's the way it seems again tonight. Oleg Vasiliev, he was quite candid with his comments. Says that they made too many mistakes during the season, and that's why they were punished yesterday for a quite super performance. I hope the same thing doesn't happen here. Maria Mukhortova and Maxim Trankov. 4th place going into this free. The music from Love Story. Excellent start, triple twist.
Well, it looked to me as though he caught her early there. A little under-rotated.
Fantastic triple Salchows. Dazzling speed and perfect timing. Well, she didn't go in for the second part of the combination. Probably felt her landing wasn't right on the first.
Yeah, she couldn't get a check position to make 2 turns. Beautiful on the throw, triple loop.
She did wonderfully well, but you could see he just threw himself over while he was throwing her for that triple Salchow. Quite sure how you mark that.
There is a deduction for that.
Super innovation. Oh, yes. Well, both Russian couples have come out with simply gorgeous routines. But I feel for these two, that after what happened yesterday, they had to be foot perfect to have a chance, and they weren't foot perfect. It was very good. Needed to be even better than very good.
Yeah, I think there's possibly three problems in that program. I do think that twist lift may have been under-rotated at the beginning. Obviously, the problem with the triple toe, or the double toe at the end of the combination, and that fall on the throw, I think it's going to affect the grade of execution for the element itself, and they'll get a 1 point deduction for the fall.
Yes. We can have a quick word with the leaders right now.
Today you took a lot of risk in your program. Maybe it was too much risk?
No, it wasn't risk, it was planned, but we did first time in this season, so maybe it was not risk, but too much for psychology.
Sasha, all the European girls are crazy about you. What do you think about that?
Они все девочки за тобой, европейские девочки за тобой. Ну что ты что, как ты считаешь об этом?
I like this. Thanks.
Okay, that's enough. Thank you very much.
Very good try, Maurizio. I wish his English was a little better. It would have been very good, but good try. Well, this is going to be fascinating. Just looking at the scores for the first Russian couple, it was on the second mark. And I can't argue with them having much higher than the Chinese on the second mark. It's the first mark, it's the discrepancy on the first mark that worries me. They just got 1 mark more than the Zhangs. Now, these two, where's it going to be? Kavaguti and Smirnov got 130.67. This is good, 127.91. So they're going to slot into second place. Yes, second place. It's Russia 1 and 2 at the moment, but the main rivals still to come. So they were propped up, we think, by the judges, and they have a chance of a medal, a very good chance. Lying in third place at the moment. There are the standings. World champions in Gothenburg, world champions in LA. Can they make it a three-timer? It has got to be as good as they've ever skated, if it's to be the case. Aliona Savchenko, Robin Szolkowy for Germany. The music, John Barry's Out of Africa. Triple toes, remember, he doubled out in the short program. And this time it was her. Not that time, though. Amazing. So triple flip. Double axels. Great.
Fantastic the way they spot each other through the spins.
Triple twist out of nowhere. triple salto, the last move of the performance. Thunderous applause. They may have been lucky yesterday, very lucky, but they've taken advantage of their luck, and they have a shot now of going into the lead with the Chinese to go. It is very much on the cards. Simply wonderful program. The timing and sharpness was exquisite.
Yeah, where they're going to benefit is the transitions in the program, because every single element that they did was of the highest quality, had the highest levels, and it had something before it and afterwards. So the judges and the technical specialists can do nothing but go with it. It's a very, very high tariff program, really designed to the system to get maximum marks. I know there was that one mistake. They did get one triple toe out, which was key for them. But, oh my goodness, that was a beautiful escape from these two.
He must be very happy and excited now, because they do have a shot.
That's, to be honest with you, that's the... I've seen that program, what, 3 times now, 3 or 4 times. And that's the first time for me it's really worked.
Yeah, it had a tingling quality.
It did, absolutely. There was star quality throughout the whole performance. Here she overcooked that toe loop. You could see she drove that left arm forwards, was really determined to make that happen, and gave it too much. And then more relaxed on the second one, pulls that left shoulder through, and he had to work hard on that second one.
Well, they're only 3.5 marks behind Kavaguti and Smirnov going into the free. For me, it was at least 3.5 marks better.
Yeah, they just kept digging away at the points. It's all going to be on the levels, but I know the levels in this program were really, really good. Everything was high. So I can't imagine that they won't take the lead. The quality of everything was so, so good.
This could be a big bonus for them after the disappointment of the Olympics. Remember, for the last 2 years they've been unbeaten, unbeatable. Not this year. They've been picked off here and there. In the Grand Prix final they were 3rd. In the Olympics they were 3rd.
It's a great sign of their character to come back after being beaten and struggling.
134 is what they need. They are going to go into the lead. Good. It's going to be first place with just the Chinese to go. It needs confirmation. There it is. Savchenko and Szolkowy lead. How exciting is this?
Adesso a chiudere la doppia rappresentante della Cina.
Next to last ski,
So,
representing China.
the leaders. Their season's best in the short. They had their season's best, their career best free in the Olympics. It wasn't enough to get them gold. It got them silver. Silver will be no good to them here. Pang-Tong, Jian. The music. The impossible dream. Double axels to start. No, she just doubled. The same as Aliona on the toe loop. twist as good as it can be. So triple Szolkowy. A throw triple loop. Big elements late on in the program with a bonus. Surely it's enough. 6.5 points, remember, they were in front of the Germans going into the free. It would be ironic, wouldn't it? In the Olympics, they had so much ground to make up that even though they produced a world record score in the free, they couldn't get the gold. Here, it may well be their advantage from the short program that keeps them in front. It is going to be close, but I think they've done enough. 129 is what they need. 129.47. I think they've got that. It is going to be, these doing the maths, it is going to be very close. I think it's for sure, I think the Germans have won on the night, but have they won overall?
Well, you need a computer to work it out, don't you? But what I would say is the combination spin was really bad from these two, so they're going to lose some marks on that, on the grade of execution. I thought the triplets twist was a little late on the catch, and obviously the mistake on the triple toe. So there are three things in there, and it got a little bit ragged towards the end. The quality wasn't the same as the Germans, so they're just going to keep losing a little bit here and there, and it will come off, but I don't think it'll be 6 points.
No, it's a question of what that little bit there and there is, really.
It does add up, though. It's surprising. Some good stuff, though. There's that toe loop, look.
Do a live interview, live reaction.
They've waited their turn, Chris. I must say, I really hope they won, I know, in 2006, but they have waited and been disappointed so often. And with Jian and Zhang coming back, you know, it was wonderful that they come back. It was a super story, but they denied these two what many people think they deserve. So for me, I would love them to win. And the Germans have won the last 2 years.
Let's stick our neck on the line. Second on the night, first overall.
That's what I think.
Yeah, I'm with you. Let's see.
136, they've got it by some margin.
Easy.
And they've won on the night, which I think is a surprise. Very close. It's only half a mark, but they've done enough. Pang-Tong are world champions for the second time. And you can see Robin and Aliona
but for only
Waiting.
1 point, so I think it was very difficult tonight. What do you think?
Well, of course, yeah. We are happy to have at the end at least the silver medal. So we were really disappointed about yesterday's performance, but today was better, and we enjoyed the skating. We smiled. This was really coming from the heart, and yeah, we enjoyed to skate here in Torino for the audience, and it was fun.
How difficult was to change the program in the middle of the season? This was a big problem, or give you more confidence with the new strong long program?
Well, I think when you think about to change the program in the middle of the season, it's not a good idea. But we felt that the old program was not our program. We didn't feel it very good. And after the change, the first competition, Skate Canada, was better, and yeah, that was the right decision.
Do you know already what will be your future for the next seasons, or are you thinking about it?
Not now. I think now we are really happy that the season's over, and we enjoyed the rest of the days here in Torino.
Thank you very much, guys. Congratulations for this silver medal, and go to the podium.
Here we go then.
Campionati mondiali di pattinaggio di figura Torino 2010. Cerimonia di premiazione coppie di artistico.
World Figure Skating Championships 2010, Torino, Italy. Victory ceremony, pairs.
Yes, you certainly take their time, but it'll be worth waiting for. It's been a long journey for Pang-Tong since they won in Calgary, and it looked for a while as if they were going nowhere. They were down to 5th a couple of years ago in Gothenburg, out of the podium again last year, and they must have been a bit deflated when they saw that Jian and Zhang were making their comeback. Good friends that they probably are.
Yeah, you can't imagine it, can you? But they've got their just desserts tonight.
First and world pair champions
Good to see.
for 2010, Qing Pang-Tong, People's Republic of China.
30 years of age now. I would imagine this will be their last competitive performance. But we thought that was Jian and Zhang, and that was 3 years ago.
I was just going to say that. Be careful what you're saying. I've got a sneaky suspicion they'll be back.
Well, it'd be good. With the other pairs that are emerging, we heard a sneak from Ingo Steuer that the Germans are going to stay. We know that Zhang and Zhao are not, well, take your point, Chris, be careful. What is he, 36 years of age? He'll probably come back as a 40-year-old and win in Sochi.
Second and winner of the silver medals, Aliona, Savchenko, Szolkowy, Germany.
Well done, guys.
Yeah, my sentiments exactly. Fabulous skate this evening.
I think the judges deserve a thank you too from them, because they kept their hopes alive. They could have easily been dumped rather unceremoniously, but they weren't. And they rewarded all of us with a really terrific performance. I think most people would have enjoyed their performance more than any other, perhaps with the exception of Dubé and Davison, the Canadians. That was a lovely routine. Wasn't going to get a medal, but not far off it.
In fact, a very similar sort of routine, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's another sort of skate that you can't take your eyes off. You're never quite sure what's going to happen next because the transitions are so good. The construction of the program maintains your interest. They're trying to work out which side to go.
I think they got the right one.
Yeah, don't get it wrong.
You were second.
Classificati, vincitori della medaglia di bronzo.
Third and winner of the bronze medals. Yuko,
bronze medalists.
Kavaguti, Alexander Smirnov,
I don't think the
Russian
couples behind them will be too thrilled to see this. I think both couples think that they have done enough to get above them, but it wasn't to be either for Maria Mukhortova or Maxim Trankov or for Zhang and Zhang. It is Kavaguti and Smirnov who take the bronze.
And this, quite honestly, could be the only Russian medal.
Yes.
That would be quite something.
And we were saying earlier on today, only one Russian man will be in the World Championships next year. They didn't get a single guy in the top 10. And they were doing it for fun every other year.
It's not over yet, is it? I mean,
no, he's got a chance.
Yeah, he's got to go some.
The medals are awarded by
Il signor Ottavio
11th place at the moment, but plenty breathing down his neck. Here's Ottavio
Presidente della Federazione Internazionale di Pattinaggio su Ghiaccio, accompagnato da Pierpaolo Masa, Presidente del Comitato Organizzatore Campionati del Mondo di Pattinaggio di Figura, Torino 2010.
Mr. Ottavio Cinquanta, member of the International Olympic Committee and President of the International Skating Union, accompanied by Pierpaolo Masa, President of the Organizing Committee for the World Figure Skating Championships 2010 in Torino.
Golds for Pang-Tong and Jian. They coped with the pressure admirably. It wasn't their best, but it was enough. Not top of the podium this time, but a winning smile.
And the biggest cheer.
Yeah. And from me too. And third place, again, as it was last year, for Yuko Kavaguti and Alexander Smirnov. Bouquets to follow. And the crowd just love their skating here, and they've stayed behind, which is great to see, to be a part of this award ceremony.
You feel from the compulsory dances right the way through to the gala exhibition on Sunday, it's going to be a magnificent atmosphere for every event of these World Championships here in Turin.
Si congratulano quei vincitori delle medaglie.
Mr. Flavio Precchetti, the referee, and Mr. Charles Sierra, the technical controller of the pair event, extend congratulations to the medalists.
So for the 5th time in the last 9 years, we're going to be hearing the Chinese national anthem as their pair goes top of the podium.
E adesso, signore e signori, vi preghiamo di alzarvi per l'inno nazionale dei campioni.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of the champions.
Very relaxed, but inwardly I would think purring.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are your medalists.
And applause raining down from all sides for three terrific medalists.
Yeah, I think Mr. Cinquanta must be pleased with the proceedings so far in these World Championships. Another good competition. 3 different nationalities on the podium. That's always good to see.
And the consternation about the marking yesterday seems to have subsided a little. And the right winners. So that's it for tonight. The first medals handed out, and there'll be more tomorrow.